All right, gentlemen, we are now live on YouTube and we've got a Royal One viewer. It's probably one of you guys anyway, so good morning to you.
It's gotta be Kevin.
Yeah. So,
yet.
okay. Kevin, I'm busy. I'm going to start with the FMC now, so we're getting there.
Yeah, I'm just busy with my FMC at the minute. Russian 4 Delta.
Oh shit, you know what? I never connected on Iveo.
Oh.
I never connected. There you go.
Don't forget, this is a world tour for you, isn't it?
Yes, so I need to wait 3.5 minutes now, so I'll take it slow.
Take it slow.
Shit. Right. Watch it.
What web browser are you using these days, Nico?
I use all of them for different reasons. I use for all my flight simming work, I use Edge. Okay. For all the personal stuff, I use Firefox, and for all the business stuff, I use Chrome.
Gotcha.
I've just compartmentalized them in that space.
Yeah. Chrome's having a bug right now, or it's not saving settings on YouTube. Where if you go and change to dark mode, it doesn't save it, and then it also turns on autoplay back on. So it's like it's not saving it anything.
Wow.
So I just noticed that the other day. I just got it. I've been using Edge a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. Well, it's basically Chrome.
So yeah, I noticed it imported all my settings.
Yeah, it's all Chrome with a twist, small twist.
Well, you got 3 likes, so it must be Kevin, me, and Nico.
Yeah. I haven't liked my own stream, so whoever did that, thank you.
Well, you'll have an extra one now because I've just opened it. Okay, there we go.
Rui Jacob, good morning. And John Redmond, good morning. Yeah, he's also liked it. Thank you so much. Right, gents, so just for the record, I did remember the experimental flight model today, so we all settled. Right, do we need that? No, we don't need that first. This. Now we can do that.
What'd you guys say you're using 36,000?
Yeah. There you
36,
go.
yeah.
36, yeah.
Keep an eye out for that icing deal.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Pretty clear skies by the looks of things.
Yeah, but the level up seems to like to ice up over like 35,000.
Yeah, it's weird. And you know what? I did ask Zibo, and he said to me it's supposed to be the same as the Zibo mod because they're using his stuff. But it's like much more sensitive for icing.
I've never had it do that in the Zibo.
Never. No, I mean, not to that extent that we had it yesterday. Wow.
I get above the clouds and first thing I do is turn off the icing equipment. Never had a problem.
Well, if we can get it on video again, then we'll know.
What are you using? The 700?
800.
800.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
We don't have a Skymatix livery for that.
For what?
For the 800.
We have?
Not for LevelUp.
Yeah, there.
Did you just grab yours from the other one?
Yeah, somebody helped me to just transform it to turn it into an 800.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure I shared this with you.
Uh-uh.
No, okay.
You didn't tell me about all that stuff you're doing behind my back.
No.
Well, I'm just starting the APU, Nico.
Yeah, I've just started mine as well, Kevin.
The 900's a bit of a pain.
All doors and hatches are
George, they have changed some of the objects and stuff again. So once they've settled, once Peter has now finished changing the models and the the panels and the objects, we'll give it to you to make a proper livery thing again, you know. But at this point in time, there's no point because he changes it with every release. There's changes.
I know. Yep. Not a problem. Released on Tuesdays.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
That's right. When the PMDG comes out, I'm going to figure out how to make one for that.
Yeah, you'll have to.
That's going to be a nightmare.
It shouldn't be.
No, just doing anything in Microsoft for painting is a nightmare.
On my livery, I want the Zibo mod featured somewhere. Must say Zibo mod or something. Somewhere it must have a Zibo mod.
You kind of like me on the GPU on X-Plane. It says Microsoft.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I'm not sure how many minutes it's been, but I reckon it's more than 3 minutes. Kevin, can I push?
You can push, yeah.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Where are you guys going from? Real quick, sorry.
Bergen to Manchester.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. ENBR. I'll try it.
Okay. Okay, I'm starting to push as well, Nico.
Go for it. And my
It's,
thing is locked up again with this stupid beta pushback.
Is
I don't know why.
that with the? Does it do that just with the level ups?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yesterday I had to recalibrate my pedals. Let's do it again.
you could always shift P it if you had to and just get rid of
We will
better
see what we
pushback.
do now.
Jeez. I got spoiled at the foundation. We bought those new Thrustmaster, you know, $600 pedals for all the machines. Now I gotta get them.
Ah,
So mad.
Is that the pendular ones, George?
Yeah, yeah. They're so nice.
I bet they are. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold out and wait and see what the Charlies are like, though.
this guy is revving his ass off and he's not moving. Look at that nose bouncing up and down there. But she's going nowhere.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Yeah.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Kevin, what departure are you guys using?
Going out on 17 on the EPOTU Charlie.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to set it up in Microsoft for grins and giggles.
All right.
I still don't know if I'll see the airplane or not. But
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight. Good to.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers. Up you go.
it is nice they're keeping the air rack up to date. Every update.
Yeah, that charts thing that I told you about, George, I was wrong about that. The charts thing is it's a download that goes into your toolbar in Microsoft, but you have got to have the subscription with Navigraph to get it.
Oh, okay. So it's free for me though if I use your credit card, right?
Exactly. Well, you've got the number, so just, go mad.
I might as well just add that on to my 3090 I just bought.
Exactly.
You'll hardly even notice it.
Yeah, well, Kevin is one of the richest guys I know here in South Africa. So you're right. He won't even notice it.
I mean, that's why he gave me the number to his card to begin with.
You see?
Well, exactly, yeah. I mean, what are friends for goodness sake?
Yeah.
Embezzlement, money laundering, petty
There
larceny.
goes Nico.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'll try my new steering out now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, it could be dangerous.
Don't
Could
go
be
into my
dangerous,
grass.
George.
The last guy that went into my grass, well, we've had two guys go into the grass lately. One was my boss with the snowplow and ripped out a taxiway light. I broke the snowplow.
Ow.
He ripped the whole concrete vault out of the ground. It was amazing. And then I had a 210 run off the end of the runway a couple days ago.
Ooh.
I had to go replace two lights on the end of the runway. That only takes a couple minutes to do that. These guys took off and the door popped open on them.
Mm.
And it was right at like rotation. So instead of continuing, they tried to set it back down. Then they're like, oh, we're too fast. Let's continue the takeoff. So then they rotated again. And then they're like, oh, no, we can't. And then they put it back down. And then they ran out of runway.
Damn it.
And smashed through 2 of the lights on the end. And luckily they didn't go down the big hill at the end of the runway. They went into the overrun. So, yeah.
That's much better. Much better. Love it. I love it.
How'd you set it up, Kevin?
I set it up. I've just put it in EFB. In the EFB, I've just put it on roll, which means I'm steering with the yoke.
Oh, yeah, I've tried that.
The beauty about the yoke is that it self-centers, you see.
Yes.
Whereas I couldn't do that before when I was using one of the throttle levers for steering.
Yes.
So I was having to guess where the center was, if you like.
So what I had to do for Uncle John was I made a wider dead zone on his lever.
I tried that actually, George.
But it still doesn't work as good.
No, it doesn't. You still can't quite get to the middles, you know.
Right. So I wound up going back to my spring-loaded rudder bar on my thrustmaster throttle.
Well, that went through my head as well, actually. But I mean, this will work for me. Steering with the yoke is fine as long as it, you know. It's only for the problem only came in before with the landing and takeoff. You know, when I was steering with the rudder pedals, because it was just too sensitive on the nose wheel. Way too sensitive.
Yep.
You know, and I thought that it would have been set up so that you use the rudder for steering for taxiing, but then once you got onto the runway and above, say 30 knots, it instantly disengaged from the nose wheel steering to the normal yaw, but it doesn't do that.
Mine that works that way because my pedals only steer 3 degrees, and then I've got my tiller for the rest. And once you reach 50 knots, the cutoff is 50 knots, then it all moves to the pedals.
Yeah, because on the rudder, actually, the rudder is at 50 knots. The rudder's got enough authority to steer.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble?
Are you ready to rumble? You tell me when you're rumbling and I'll give you 3 minutes.
Alright, let me just quickly get rid of this spam bot and then we go a report for child abuse. There you go. Pornography and child abuse. Bye bye. That'll teach him to mess with me.
Oh, goodness.
You don't mess with our Nico, I'll tell you.
No. Hey, before we go, are we there yet?
Toga.
Okay, clock's on. And there he goes.
Got a 12-second delay on YouTube.
Yeah.
80 knots. Rotate. Positive rate. You're up.
I think I missed about in the LevelUp, though I do miss the cabin announcements.
400. One down.
There's nobody coming in, so I can line.
So, Nico, you know how you had to move your handle to off?
Mm-hmm.
What I did is the first button above the throttles on the Bravo. I set that to toggle to off on both positions.
Okay.
So you can put your gear up and then reach over there, and no matter which way you push the button, it's going to select off.
Aha.
The one downside to that is when you spawn in, your handle's going to be in the off position. So
Okay.
you have to lock it down.
Gotcha.
That's about the best workaround I can think of.
I don't mind just hitting the mouse.
Yeah, I don't mind either, but sometimes I forget. And then you got to select down, and you select it off. And then you're like,
Obviously.
hey, I got a second.
Yeah.
Tell Uncle John to get that clock looked at.
Yeah.
Where is he this morning?
He's sitting
room with him.
downstairs.
That's downstairs?
Hmm.
You have a loft?
Yeah.
So I gotta put in the walls with that clock coming through.
Now the way this thing is designed is really weird.
I like the way Kevin's is designed. It's just an open grass hut. The walls.
Yeah. Yeah. Low maintenance.
I have to write you up, Nico. You're going 1 mile per hour over the speed limit.
Hmm.
Right, I'm rolling, then you go.
Enjoy.
I will. And there's Toga.
Should we come in 2-3 left in Manchester?
Is it right?
The 3 right.
Francois, goeiemôre. Yeah, it's the same thing essentially in terms of systems. This in particular, this is the latest LevelUp that I'm testing now, pre-release non-public. It's got the Zibo mod version 3.52.25 as the base. And then basically the big difference comes in with your visuals. I mean, the LevelUp team has redesigned a lot of the cockpit and the outside and the fuselage, and they're using a different fuselage as such, different flight model, but it's essentially pretty much the same thing. The F mod is also different, by the way. So the flight model is different, the actual fuselage, the look and feel is different, and then the F mod, all the sounds are different.
Kevin, see that message a second.
Francois, yeah, but this version I've got here is the 3rd update that you guys don't have, so it's much better. The 2 guys that were responsible for the flight model had to come back into play. They had to come back. They, were busy doing other things when we released this aircraft. So now they're back, and we've got a couple of real-world pilots now working with them, and both of these guys are aeronautical engineers by trade. So the flight model is based on the experimental flight model, and it's much better, much better. I think this is version 17 of the flight model already, and I've actually got a version 18. I just didn't load it. It's not necessary because this is a complete new package. So the guys are working really hard on it, and that's why it's taking so long. One of the reasons it's taking so long to get the new version out to you guys is because there's been a lot of chopping and changing and updating and upgrading and things that happen behind the scenes. One of the big problems we also have with the users is they don't listen to good advice when we give it to them. And I mean, I've had it now in the last 2 days again on Facebook where we told the guys to use the experimental flight model. You have to physically go and you have to force this thing on over here. And the guys think we're making a joke or something. They don't care. And then they fly it like their bottoms because it just doesn't behave the way it was designed to behave. And then they also badmouth the system. And it's all their fault. It's not on our side. You know, if you follow the rules and the tips we give you, you should have a much better experience anyway. Now the change log on this thing is more than an A4 page already. I'm just not sharing it because I don't feel comfortable doing that at this point in time, but it's a huge list of things that have changed.
It's lovely weather for flying, Nico.
Hey Fredo, good morning. Yeah, no worries, don't worry about it. I'm not feeling all too hot this morning. I've gone through some fever and coughing and all kinds of other nonsense. I'm just sitting here half asleep, relaxing, enjoying the flight now. Yeah, it's a week and a half now since I got sick the first time. It's a strange situation. I've got like 2-3 times during the day that I burn up from fever. It really is terrible. I've got a bit of a headache and some congestion. Other than that, I'm okay. You know, there's other times during the day that I don't even know that I'm sick, which is silly because it interferes now with work and it interferes with my normal day-to-day living situation. But I just take it the way it comes. It should work itself out pretty soon. At least now I've got some time to kill and we can do some flights do some more Avaya World Tour flights. This is leg 32, we said, Kevin. I think.
Yeah, 32, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you'll soon be finished, Nico.
Yeah. I know it's a year off, you know. Next year we'll might change our mind again, but I'm not sure I'm going to do it again. Eh? This is my 4th world tour already.
This was my second. I didn't enjoy last year's too much.
Oh, this year's
But
better.
this year is much better, yeah. It's a lot more overland and not such massively long hops.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck with that exam, Fredo. You must let us know if we can help you. You've been good to us. I can set up something, give you some traffic or something when you're ready.
Well, I do believe it's coffee time. I'll be back just now.
Okay.
He keeps the coffee in his living room too, Nico, that way he doesn't drink it all.
Ah. With Uncle John here, we go through coffee in this house like nobody's business. I love my coffee. Way too much. Oh, we haven't reached 35,000 yet. I'm just noticing we still don't have a temperature icing issue. Yeah, I remember those days when I used to be ATC as well, but I did ATC on VATSIM. I haven't done ATC on Avaya.
I just noticed that flight is exactly about 500 miles, Nico.
Which one? The one we're doing now?
Uh-huh.
I could swear it was more.
Is it?
Well, mine's now saying there's 444, 443 left. I didn't actually check what it was, but I'm pretty sure it's just over 500. Yeah, you could be right. It's very close, very close.
I think my departure here is not... No, it's the same. I might have something a little bit different too, but mine was like... mine was at 500 exactly.
According to the trip distance in the ACARS, I've already done 90.96, which means it's about 530 nautical miles for me.
Yeah, and it could just...
Yo, Frida, I wouldn't know, my friend. I just did my bit and got my badge. And that was it. I don't know what's more difficult or not.
That's... Okay.
Enjoy.
I didn't have any lights on my problem. I forgot I took the NFC connector.
Carl Childers donated $50 through SuperChat. A little something to help the VA and the community.
Thank you, Cole. Good morning, sir. Welcome. Thank you so much for the help for the community. Much appreciated.
It's kind of a pretty area.
The very pretty area. I love this area.
I'm back again.
Yeah, good.
Thank you. Oh, I've got you, Nico. About 29 miles in front of me.
Good stuff. Well, so far so good. No issues. Yeah, no issues, no icing, no nothing.
Are you doing the flight now, George?
Yeah, I just went back to the default plane though, because the
Okay.
other one just wouldn't work.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Simplified CDU, but it still looks good.
Yeah, it is.
Well, yeah, in terms of the weather radar, let's hope that Explain 12 will give us something better to work with. One of the complaints has always been that the weather radar is just too basic, and it's going to take a lot of work to fix it. So hopefully with Explain 12 and the new weather engine, that can change. I don't know. We'll have to see. It would be lovely if the panel could work. I mean, it's good enough at this point in time just for the sake of having the radar reflection picture here when it comes up. But yeah, the panel would make a nice addition, I think. We'll get all this working. We'll have to ask Zipo when we get there. Hello, Ryan. I'm okay. How are you? What do you mean 3D checklist player panel fixed? It looks cockeyed to me. Are you talking about this checklist thing? Sounds good, Ryan. Yeah, that looks funny, eh? Obviously not been fixed yet.
Yeah, Nico, when I look at it, it's I've got 533 nautical miles.
Okay. So it's in the ballpark.
Yeah, my route's a little bit different than yours. Middle stages. Ours match up at 8. I guess that's the beginning of the star.
Mm-hmm. Hallo Damper, goeiemôre.
far you got, Kev?
Uh-huh.
How many miles you got left?
Let's see now, 263.
I'm on 236.
Yeah, 355. I'm going just a smidge slower than you, Nico. Like 5 miles.
Okay.
Same cost index.
I'm not sure if the Airbus and the Boeing actually interpret the cost index exactly the same, no?
No, it's just a little bit different. What do you got for winds right now, does it say?
158 at 41.
I've got 144 at 31. But you've just done the turn, be going. George.
Yeah.
I see that that the invisible A320NX is a common thing. There's quite a lot of fixes on Google. I've just looked.
Yeah, I saw that earlier too, thank you. I'm gonna dive into it later. Kinda.
Yeah, I had a quick look there. It sounds like it's relatively simple to fix, but
This is working, but it not having the good CDU and the autopilot's a little bit
yeah.
out of whack. I'll tell you the nice thing, letting the co-pilot handle all the radio traffic.
Yeah, that's a good thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can leave it to the co-pilot.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's on about the ATC, Nico. The built-in ATC. It wouldn't work if you were on IVO, of course.
Uh-huh.
But for the built-in ATC, the co-pilot handles all the radio transmission.
You know, when I look at a flight simulator, I don't care which version, flight simulator in general, the last thing I want is to use a generic kind of an ATC. It doesn't
I've
even
never-
come up in my mind.
It
I've
works
never,
pretty good if
ever
you want an
used
IFR. It's working better than it used to.
Yeah, I think they've done a lot of work on it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I'm with you, Nico. I've never ever used the generic ATC in any of these flight sims, right back to FSX days.
Yeah, I don't.
See, for me, I don't know why you guys would want to talk to him if you're not getting paid. I can't even get one of my friends to even fly this because he says, "Are you paying me?" No, I ain't flying it. Last time I tried it, Nico, with the, I only do it with IFR. It brought me down about 500 feet high.
That's terrible.
That's about it.
Yeah, but there's some of these guys I see on Lamina's Facebook page, some of those comments. These guys are adamant, if you don't fix the ATC, we're not buying this thing again. What the hell has the ATC got to do with the flight sim? It's like totally a disconnect in my mind. What the hell are you trying to accomplish? You're trying to accomplish flight simming, simulating flight, not freaking ATC. I don't know. I've got a mental block on that one.
Yeah, it's weird, I must admit.
It's not bad because it can actually give you vectors in if you want it to. If you're flying VFR, you don't need it, but if you're doing IFR, it's kind of nice. They'll tell you to descend, watch out for traffic, if it's AI traffic.
Yeah, well, I suppose we're all entitled to our little idiosyncrasies.
Yeah. I mean, I could turn it off right now. I could actually get flight following if I want to. I just leave it on and let the AI guy talk.
That's fine.
They'll call up and tell me when to descend and all that, just like they normally would. So you're not necessarily having to rely on VNAV.
Well, it's getting told when to descend in the Airbus is pretty handy, because I think that Airbus you're flying there doesn't have a descent marker on it.
Yeah,
it doesn't show you toward descent. I think if we could get a Zevo in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it would be great.
Oh, no, agreed. Whereabouts is your top of descent, Kevin?
Let me just have a look. Just had a little look here. I've got another. I've got 85 miles top of descent, so it's going to be around about. It's going to be just before, well, around about NATEB.
Yeah, guess what? Mine says the same.
Oh, there you go, you see. That's amazing. It's quite amazing that I've actually caught up some space on you, Nico. You're now about 22 miles in front of me. Weird, isn't it?
So you guys are both using xEnviro, right?
No.
No?
I don't use it. Nico uses it. I don't use it.
It's just interesting to see the different weathers as far as winds go.
Well, the winds are pretty much, well, I'm 152 at 52, 53 at the minute. Nico's 163 at 48. So there's not a lot in it, really.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, I meant between the sims here. I should be the same height, but I'm back farther. I have 299 at 14, but I think it's flipping around. I can't quite tell.
Yeah. You should be able to see land now, Nico.
I don't know, Kevin. I don't see land yet. No. Jay Moyam, I'm not sure what you're trying to explain there. Absolutely not. I don't have any errors on the spoilers or anything like that. So you're gonna have to try and break it down for an idiot like me. I don't know what you're trying to ask or say. I'm terribly sorry. Please forgive me. And this is the next version. So whatever it is that you need to look out for, check it when we land. You know, I mean, if it's fixed, you'll see it. If it's not fixed, you can, you know, point my eyes to it, and then I can have a look. But I mean, I've got no problem with the spoilers. My spoilers are working perfectly. They're arming. I don't know. I can see land, Kevin. I just had to lift my eye. Yeah, I just had to lift my eyes a bit.
There you go.
No, I was looking right over it.
Hey, Nico, look back at your spoiler level real quick.
Yeah.
Give me a second to catch up. I'll make it right. See you next time.
Okay, there he's given me an idea. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. So he says in the radio panel, flight volume.
Flight
So
volume selector.
that one. Oh, it does. Look, I didn't know this. Ah, taught me something new today. I didn't know this. That's crazy. Okay, well, he's pointed 2 errors out to me that I can talk to the guys about already. Thank you for that.
That's not a bug, that's a feature.
I suppose a very twisted one somewhere, but yeah.
That's what I thought he was talking about, but I wasn't sure.
Nah, never seen it. See, one of my big problems is I generally operate the aircraft within the design parameters. Who on earth would now go and sit and fiddle with the flight volume control knob to see that? Clearly he did, you did, but I don't know, it doesn't even come in my mind to go and fiddle with these little buttons. I mean, for all I know, that the one could have given me the lotto numbers already. I could have been a millionaire. I wouldn't even know.
Don't worry, we won't tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't tell you which one gives the lotto numbers.
Bastards. Yeah, you guys are good friends, I tell you. Who needs enemies with friends like you?
Exactly. And it would be my fault.
I'm gonna have to take a shower after this flight, Kevin. Get all this funk from this Airbus off me.
Yeah, because John will not talk to you for a week now.
Is that all you gotta do?
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, fly an Airbus. You haven't got far to top of descent now, Nico?
Yeah, 13 nautical miles. This is funny. An old man was eating at a truck stop when 3 bikers walked in. As they passed the old man, the first biker pushed his cigarette into the old man's pie. The second biker knocked over the old man's coffee cup. The third biker turned over the old man's plate. Without saying a word, the old man paid, got up, left the diner. One of the bikers said to the waitress, "Not much of a man, was he?" The waitress replied, "Not much of a truck driver either. He just backed his big rig over 3 motorcycles." Never mess with an old man.
Yeah.
There we go, Kevin. Top of descent is here.
Okay. He's on the way down.
Yep.
So one of my waypoints was Alasso, which is just before that NATEB.
NATEB, yeah.
130 miles. Be interesting to see where they start bringing me down. That's kind of one thing I like to compare is
Yeah.
you've got the VNAV locked in. It'll be interesting what they say here on this.
Well, our top of descent is basically just before NATEB.
Still don't know what they were thinking when they made this thing. You go to the progress page, you think it would give you like time to your destination. No.
Yeah. No.
Give you time to a waypoint or what time you're going to get there. It's just kind of bad. Yeah, my table tray doesn't come out.
No, that's not good enough. Yeah, I can see land. I can see land below me.
I just see water.
Yeah,
Clouds.
little puffy clouds. And there we are, just starting descent now.
Welcome to the club.
All we've got to do now is put it down on the ground somewhere.
Yeah. In a controlled manner, not broken.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
at least in 2 or 3 pieces would be preferable.
exactly.
One piece preferred, 2 or 3 acceptable.
Given this profile for the Bravo works really well with the Zebo. I like it. It works well. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very nice now.
getting to TILNI? 8:34.
Yeah,
This stream there.
8:34. Can you go 8:51? It's got for me 17 minutes. Perfect timing, really. Nico started this one just right before I'm due to lose power, so it should be all right.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll grab the neighbor's power again if I have to, but yesterday it was so funny. I got the notice that they're switching off the power. I'm still opening it. It's still refreshing on my phone, and the next moment, off.
Gone.
Terribly bad timing that.
Well, our first one was this morning from 4 till 6:30, so that wasn't so bad, really. But now we're off again now, 12 till 2:30. Which is a pain when it's during the day like that.
Yeah, I'm glad my neighbor is an ESCOM engineer. When he saw the troubles coming, he made a quick plan.
Yeah, that's quick thinking, eh?
It's been a strange day. First I found a hat full of money. Then I was chased by an angry man with a guitar.
What's his name, Reggie?
We'll have to ask.
You know, when I lived in the UK, there used to be a guy who regularly was in the town playing a guitar, roughy looking bugger, you know, as they are, no money or anything, with a hat on the deck. Anyway, it turned out quite a few years later I should say, there was a program on the news, the local news, where they did a little thing on this fella who'd been playing there in the market square for years and years and years. It turned out that's all he'd ever done. He'd never had a job in his life. He lived in a little porky flat, but he was a millionaire.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Shows you. Well, when you leave our complex and you turn to the left and you go down to the stop street, right opposite the stop street on the right hand side, almost every afternoon during peak time traffic, there is a young lady with a guitar on the pavement there playing her heart out. I mean, you can't hear what she's singing because you're driving fast, but she's standing there almost every afternoon.
Yeah, well, fair play if we make a couple of bob at it. It wouldn't be my idea of fun standing holding the guitar all day trying to get a couple of bob.
Nope.
He's doing something. I got a tailwind now, but hardly any. That's just.
Yeah, I think we've still got a lot of work to do on that weather engineering.
Yeah.
Lights anyway.
Our ground speeds are similar. Aren't you doing like 440-ish or something? Or I don't know
For
what you do now,
once, now I'm doing 390 ground speed, 390.
Yeah, I'm on 370.
George.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy that took his girlfriend to the cafe there at the airport and the C-130 was taking off? And he says,
Yeah.
He says to her, that is a C-130. I fly C-152s. Shame.
Is your airplane paging Kevin right now? Nico?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I think your ND was paging Kevin if you look at the top left. Oh,
Huh?
no, it's gone. No, up top left it was saying something where it says arm up there.
Oh.
Yeah, it was paging Kevin.
Yeah. No, all your missiles ready.
Kevin, how's your plane dodge S-400s?
Not that great, I wouldn't think.
Oh, there it is. It's calling for Kevin again.
Ah.
You know what I didn't know until not so long ago, and I can't remember if it was Nico that mentioned this or somebody else mentioned it, like Green Sasso even. But when that goes to arm like that, it means you can move your throttles without knocking your autopilot off.
Yeah.
If you move it while it's in arm, it will override whatever the FMC speed is or the MCP speed is. Okay, but it shouldn't knock off the autopilot. It should just interfere with it. You know, it should make you go faster.
Yeah. Well, maybe that was the explanation that was given out, you know. But
Mm.
And the little box is supposed to be. That's what's going to happen next.
yeah, when it goes back on
White, right?
speed.
It's armed for whatever.
And then there's the retard as well. Don't forget that retard.
Is that what that means?
No,
I
no,
thought that
no.
was paging Kevin.
No, no, no.
I thought that was an ACARS message coming from Kevin.
Hmm.
Sorry, Kevin.
Oh, don't worry, I can take it.
Sorry.
I knew you would.
Oh, I must be getting close to land. I see land.
Oh, you can see land.
And I see a TBM-9 and something else.
Well, down
Oh.
to 20,000.
Cleared to what? No, that's if I really wanted to be cheeky, I could put the co-pilot, let him fly for a while.
Not be long now, Nico. Nearly
Nope.
there, nearly there.
Yep.
So didn't I read somewhere in about X-Plane 12 with shared cockpits?
I don't know. I got invited to this one new thing that they're busy developing, and you know what? I've never even gone there again. I don't even know if they've actually allowed me in. I need to follow up on this.
We've done it on this. Yaku and I have done it. It's a little buggy, but it did work pretty well.
Mm.
I thought I saw where Austin was talking about it. I could
My life since September last year has turned out so weird, so absolutely weird. I never in a million years would have expected my whole life to turn upside down and weird like this. I mean, it just feels like nothing's normal anymore. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys go through Elma or no?
Can't say.
There's a little, the waypoint Elma, you didn't have that, did you?
Don't
A little bit
think
in front of
so.
NATEB. I don't know.
I had a ROBEM and then direct NATEB.
NATEB and then Untal.
Yeah.
Untal was the one after NATEB.
Yeah.
Then TILNI, Gasco, Bergen, Settle, to Ross.
Stop swearing, Kevin.
Yeah.
Stop swearing.
Yeah, I should have the rest of those.
Some of these names, I tell you.
Yeah, weird, aren't they?
All the approach and star names here in St. Louis are named after like sports figures or other things. It's pretty funny. We've got the Chuck like 6 arrival. That's for Chuck Berry.
All right.
It's from here, so we got all kinds of stuff. Cardmobile, our baseball team.
Well, at least you have people with some imagination.
Hey, there's a football stadium down there.
Alright, I've got 25 miles to NATEB.
Must be Bergen.
One thing, I took off that AFC bridge out of my deal so my lights aren't working.
Oh, in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, all the stuff's working, but the lights aren't on.
Yeah. You should be streaming, George, so we could see your scenery compared to our orbit.
I guess I can. Right now, it's got a little low, thin overcast.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's where it's real overcast.
Oh.
Oh, what's that straight line there?
Yeah, he's also gone wrong.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, I was getting yelled at because I must have deviated a couple of feet. That right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Just,
That's obviously the Bing stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where those
It's
tiles.
interesting though. It's interesting though. They kind of did it. See how they did it on not such a straight line though?
Yeah. They kind of tried to blend it in a bit.
Uh-huh. I mean, satellite photography, you're gonna have that no matter what.
Yeah. It's never
That
going to be
water.
perfect.
Water looks good.
Yeah.
The thing they'd still have to fix is the sun washes out. It's too bright.
Yeah.
So you go back inside. They were hollering at me. Let's check.
Kevin,
Yes.
I think it's time for brunch now. You know what? I'm really getting hungry now.
Yeah, well, going to be perfect timing for this landing. I have to say, you planned this well, Nico.
Mm. Hello, other Kev. How are you doing? Manchester in New Hampshire has waypoints named. I thought
I
I
thought I'd
thought
put
I
it
took
back.
it. Awesome.
Only in America.
Yeah, we did. I hope it comes soon, man. I mean, this is my second test flight in it now. So far, so good.
So I should be getting close to your top of this. I requested to come down a little bit.
Right,
Tell Manchester stuff.
my tray table is stowed and my seat's upright now. So
So everything's hunky dory. Oh, I should have my feet on the pedals for 10,000.
See, I should have started downward. Oh, did you see that?
what happened?
So I said I should have started descending right now. And then, like within a second of saying that, descend and maintain 260.
Ah,
Descend quicker than that, though. Expedite button.
right. I'm on the localizer.
Okay.
Shouldn't you be on it? I mean, not on it, but follow it.
Yeah. Something like
So
that.
pedantic, isn't he? No wonder his flipping lawnmower marks are all dead straight.
That's right. They are too, and you can look at the satellite picture, can't you?
I've seen it, yeah.
Except for the diagonal ones, I mean.
It hasn't locked onto the localizer. I'm on it, but I'm on LNAV, VNAV, not on the ILS. I wonder why. 1095. I don't know. Now we're high. This is strange.
It's active, right?
Yeah. I don't know. The anticipation cues were in the correct place, and the next moment it wasn't. So I'm gonna take a bit of a nosedive now.
You're down. 3 green.
You're allowed to.
Yeah.
See, if mine fixes it, because I've also got 3,500 as me approach altitude.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Glide slow.
1,000.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
Well, it showed me the anticipation cues, so whether it was there or not, it should have at least then given me Ian,
Glide slow.
because I did activate approach. Look, my approach button is still pressed, so I'm going to just disable that now.
Glide slow.
And I'm turning
Glide
in
slow.
now.
Glide slow.
And I've
Glide
got
slow.
both activation
slow.
cues, but I'm right
Too
on
fast.
the...
Too fast. Too fast. Too fast.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
Should pick it up.
Glide slow.
Yeah, pick them both up there.
Yeah, but did it actually turn magenta solid ball? Because mine did not. Mine is still not. I'm on it. I'm
Stable.
literally on it,
Unstable.
and it's still saying to me that it's not.
Glide
It's not
slow.
picking.
Mine,
Glide
mine is
slow.
solid. As soon as I press the approach,
Glide
they
slow.
go automatically.
Glide
Alright,
slow.
okay, so then this is a level up issue
200.
now.
Minimum. 100.
Sorry for that 3.
40. 30. 20.
Oh, who put that tree there?
Just
I don't
donating
know.
to fix to the loads.
No. Wow.
Come on, it's gonna keep it high.
Knots.
Oh, well, I made it. I'm off the runway, Kevin.
Okay, Kogi.
What waypoint yet, Kevin?
Pardon?
What waypoint are you at?
Actually on the approach, I'm on the ILS.
Oh, I see. That's the way this does it. So we're going south and then we turn it back north, aren't we?
Yeah.
There's a dog's leg that you have to fly through.
Yep, that's what I'm at Casco right now.
No problem, Cole. Welcome back. Welcome back. I just landed. Kevin's on his way in now. We made it safe. I hope the kids are okay. That they go back to sleep.
Casco. Man, way high.
Okay. Come up.
Good stuff. Good to hear. And there's Kevin.
Yeah. On me way, on me way.
Guess I'll get a little closer to activate that.
Ah, good one, Cole. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know that's a good one, Cole. Harley must think the world of you. Nice when the sun does that. Yeah. There we go, we made it. Brakes on.
What's transition altitude?
Not sure.
5,000 feet.
I thought.
Right, and now I need to do my 3 minutes.
Don't forget your 3 minutes.
Thank you. I forgot my lever's not mapped for my spoiler. Okay. Go into approach mode next week. Yeah, let's just do it now.
How's it, Kevin?
Here I am coming in.
Oh, look at that. It told me a transition altitude right there.
Okay, we can stop there.
Thank you for flying with. Thanks, Kevin, for flying with, and George.
Yes, sir.
That was good fun, actually. Good fun and perfect timing.
Four. 140 at 7. Does that sound like what you guys had?
140 at 7, exactly right, yeah.
Temperature is 3. Yeah, whatever. Nope. Nope. In fact, we're canceling you right now. Bye-bye.
All right, my 3 minutes are up. Disconnect. Bye-bye, Kevin. Filing. And there we go. Thanks, John. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one as well. Guys, have a good rest of your day. I'm going to sign off now, and we'll talk later. Bye-bye.
Bye.